I just took a break from these movies. Yeah, I needed something to switch up the tempo. 'Cause this shit is crazy. I told y'all. And y'all be trying to fucking understand what I be talking about. You just never know what's really going on out here in these streets. Or which way it's coming. Shit is crazy. All these fucking things that need to be figured out and put in their proper place. And I need to let go of what no longer serves. So, try to do all these things. Ain't got no voice because I've been fucking talking. I feel like I've been talking for lifetimes. Chosen ones, a lot's coming out right now. And maybe this representation of my voice goes to the entirety to prove how tired I am of talking on this matter. And the more it unravels, the deeper it gets. Now I understand the things I have been saying. You know how sticky it gets. Down, 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 down through there. Being dragged and made to do things and not understand why. And the toll it has taken to get you all to understand what the fuck I'm going through. And I myself cannot fathom how I got here. When all I wanted to do was get on this platform and flip some cards and help some people. You know, you don't know who you're helping. Sometimes you help the wrong one. Or you be helping and the wrong one don't want you to help people. But see, when you're working for the all, there's Nelly, country grandma. It's going down, down, baby, Oak Street in a Range Rover, boom, boom. Didn't I just say yesterday something about a Range Rover? So some of you guys might be seeing a lot of Range Rovers or Land Rovers around you. That might be significant. I don't know. Only you do. There's a lot that needs to be, to say the least, looked back upon. Because I gotta make this make some type of sense. I understand it on a grand scale. I understand it on God's scale. But I can't fathom it on everyday terms, everyday people, shit we just go through. Maybe it's because it's so exponentially bigger than most people, the experiences most people have. This is what they say, I guess, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. This is what they say, I guess, when you just think you nobody out here and you live with that and you just keep getting all these moments where you're trying to make sense of it all because it doesn't make any sense. And maybe you keep going round and round in these circles until it finally, God just says, you know what, I'm going to just show you. I'm going to do my big one, like the biggest one ever. And then even then, when it's right before your eyes and so evidently clear, even when you hear the things that you have put on this fucking platform for years, even when you have picked up on the energy of these people and what they have been trying to do, even with all this, you never think that it's you that it's happening to. Me? Who the fuck am I? Don't nobody know me. I ain't that important. Well, that's what the people closest to me said when I told them what was going on. Why would anybody be looking into me? Why would anybody be following me? Prophet gets no love in their hometown, but every prophet comes from some town somewhere that they call home. And it's crazy when the place that you rep as home don't even protect you. They treat you like you some Martian or creature, some alien. That's crazy. Protecting the borders, yeah, whose? Does it matter? Or is it just whoever y'all feel needs protection? Because none of this shit can be proven until it's actually out there in the open. And it said that we are these people that have been needing these investigations because there are people higher than us, that have more power than us, that are abusing systems and making things unfair and harsh for us. You see, people don't like people that challenge the system. But the more I tap into what is going on here, and I said it myself out my own mouth, I would see it first. I'm aligned with my destiny. I'm in my purpose. I rise to the occasion. I'm dedicated, devoted, on the vision. And I've had many visions. So that doesn't even help. I had a vision. I remember I came out here and I was like, God wants me to talk to the industry. I remember I said, God's going to have me go into the industry and bring it down at its core, at its root. I'm talking about entities. I'm talking about attachments. I'm talking about people who wield power and disperse it how they will. Never am I thinking that I am agitating someone of these heights. But damn, I'm really reading somebody for filth out here, huh? If it's getting this real and this close to home. These things are not just coincidences anymore. And am I afraid? No. Not at all. Because when I had no idea what was going on and why, I wasn't even afraid. Yeah, in the beginning, I was. I would get crazy ass downloads like someone's outside your house waiting till you fall asleep to come and knock down in the door. Somebody's watching you, like all these crazy ass downloads. I couldn't tell nobody that. They wasn't just like, I think I'm being watched. No, I was being told what these people were planning to do because I was alone and single with children. You hear what I said, right? Nobody believed that. Bitch is crazy. And now I'm posting, and other people who don't know me, who I have never talked to, who aren't in my life to know me to be real, are telling me for confirmation that yes, you're the one. You are the one. I said yesterday, you're going to have to sit down for this. I had to sit down many times today to try to fathom this. Am I the only one going through this? No. And I also said how this is going to work. Many people just like me are going to start having these moments. And it's on them to choose what if they offer it up or not. But think about it. When God told me this, he was like, you're going to think about what man says now? Or you're going to further prove your point like you've been doing? That's why man is watching you. And I said, oh, fuck. And I was like, okay, well, given if it was somebody else, right? When I say you got to take it by force, right? If this opportunity presented itself to you and you had manifest for people to see your true gift, your talent, and why God has you here, do you think they would turn it down? And I said, okay. He said, see, it's a man that will not want you to claim what's rightfully yours, to take your spot, because they tried to take it from you. And I still don't understand. But I do understand when I think about all the situations that God made happen, be them good or bad, to protect what I love. I can see it. All of this was happening when my kids wasn't with me. And this is why every night I prayed when my kids wasn't with me, God, protect my children no matter where they may be. Protect them this way, that way, this way, that way. Because as y'all see, these motherfuckers follow me everywhere I go. Every parking lot I pull up in. Every time I talk to y'all, someone is fucking looking in the window or through a window or through a phone at the window. Motherfuckers just posted up, just staring at a bitch like I don't see you. Just random ass motherfuckers. You don't know me. Why are you looking at me? But I'm paranoid. Y'all, I show you what I deal with. Then I'm talking about, see? Then I'm talking about the people. And they just show up. I say something and the universe really works that way to prove that I'm a liar or that I'm telling the truth. And has opened your eyes to the way the universe talks to us. For what purpose? Just for you to learn, for your knowledge, if this ain't for you? No, it's so you can know when the time comes that this was prophecy. And prophecy don't always present as we think it should. And seals that only certain people can open and reveal, such as myself. See, God put something in me to do, and I understand in totality. When I said I'm here to take down a corrupt system and principality and an entity, I knew that it was going to be hard. I just didn't know what entity of corruption I was taking down. I knew it was going to be something big. I've been talking about structures and organizations, societies, conglomerates. I knew it wasn't nothing small, but I didn't know how high it went, and I didn't know that I could ever get that high. Why me? For that same reason, my child, that's why. Because that's what everybody would think. You could truly be cloaked. I could truly use you. I could truly plant you in a bad situation with all the protection in the world that you could never imagine needing. And that's how he explained it to me. And it's still, are you for real? And then he said it like this. Imagine seeing something you said about somebody about to see themselves fall from grace. And then on their fall, on their descent, the world realizes they had done to begin with. They stole it. And then imagine having that person that I am calling you to bring to me and bring to judgment so I can do what I need to do and raise up who I need to raise up. Imagine I have them watch you. Imagine I have them watch you tell them as their life implodes from the root. Imagine how that person feels right now for coming for you, for touching you, for sending them after you, for having them watching you, for paying millions and millions of dollars, for going to fucking top shelf industry witches, for working with the best top shelf industry witch and having one as a wife, for knowing the role the two of you play, for knowing all of the things that she has been screaming and hinting at. And now we have the other one, the partner, the counterpart. The Virgo want to come out now. She want to try to run away and hide while all this madness is going on. Is this not a plot? Is this not a plan or a scheme? Who are they trying to test? Me or her? Because here's the thing. We want to talk about Oshun. We want to talk about all these witches, the industry witches. Everybody knows she's a witch. Then you got readers out here like, she's coming for me because of this. And it has nothing to do with why they're really coming. You close. You scratching the surface. We very, very close. But here's the rest of it. Everything happens for a time. And when you're doing it because you got an ego or a vendetta, that's different. You ain't on God's time. You want to make shit happen because you say so when you say so. See, the thing that I see with this is I waited every step of the way and had no idea what was going on. I still didn't want to understand or believe that this is really what I'm here to do. This is my job. This is my mission. This is my assignment from you, God. This is who you want me to remove. Oh, why? Because what has happened? We all thought it was, the other guy. Well, he's the same way. But I always said, there's no enemy amongst thieves. And I said, oh, it's just a matter of time before all of the things come out. And then we start having the Epstein files, the fight about whether or not to release those. And now those is being released more and more every day. But that's playing in the background. That's not front page news. Something else stupid is. But people aren't seeing how everything is connected, and motherfuckers got shit to hide, and motherfuckers that got eyes to seek and see, and they're here to expose it. So one must understand that it is quite possible that little old you is being targeted by someone big like me too. See? Yeah. People can't fathom. See? This is why the universe is working so hard to continue to show us you're on the right path, don't stop. Because this is not something you see every day. We are not everyday people. We're not normal. We're different. We're extraterrestrial. We're extremely gifted and talented and creative, and we can take this and make that. We can go from nothing today and have it all tomorrow. But that takes a lot of mental work, a lot of mental power, a lot of strength and determination and courage and trust in oneself. Because the world will say, bitch, none of that shit makes sense. But then when a smart intellectual looks at it all in totality, it makes plenty of sense, and she's perfectly accurate. We can't say beyond a reasonable doubt with this one. We can't tell if it's real or not. See? And that's the point. That's the point. But we're going to continue to further push this button and reset this system until the world can see that it's falling. An old regime is falling. We have so many chosen individuals, true, anointed people. They're healing, to heal, to be better for the people. You got people that's out here that came into the game, messed up, drinking lean, mixing this, getting high, fucked up. That's the representation that we was putting out here for our kids. That's what our kids was being, brought up by. All these motherfucking hustlers and drug dealers. But they for the people, right? They're thinking about the future generations. Now, we get that bad seed out of there. Then we got people who are really doing it for the culture. The essence of a thing. What music is supposed to be about. What it's supposed to bring people. But no, now we got people out here making noise and causing mass destruction. That's what the music industry has turned to. A breeding ground for souls that are meant to shine, thrive, and be there, but have to succumb to something lower than themselves to stay there, or to even gain entry. That's not fair. True, raw talent deserves to shine, and it wants to. It deserves to. That's what it's here to do. Why have all this talent, and you can't even get in nowhere because you got gatekeepers that's blocking you at the door. They're blocking you at your door. Didn't I say this the other day? Standing at my door trying to tell me that I can't come and go as I'm supposed to please. Who are you? Oh, Mr. Invincible? Invisible? Mrs. Invisible? You got that much money that you can pay off everybody in the world that you know might just have the chance to see who you really are and to see who's really causing these stoppages and blockages and obstacles and clogging up shit in every lane. Who really got money like that? Who got that type of big type of money? A motherfucker that was never told no. A motherfucker that people fear. A motherfucker that people have under their thumb. That's not a boss. That's not a fucking leader. That's a master. And God don't want masters raising his chosen ones. And chosen ones that have learned that they are chosen through this Aquarian process don't want to be run no more either. They want to be self-proclaimed. They want to be seen for their talent. They don't want to be recognized by the way each one got up in there. You understand? Which is dirty and defiling of one's soul for a dollar, no matter how you look at it. You got one person that's running this shit. And then on the female aspect of it, you got one biddy that's running this shit that stands next to the same man. They have full picking of the choosing. And look at the selection of what we got out here for our children to see as role models. Look what we got. Well, look who's running shit. Look what they're hiding behind. Look what they stand for. Look what we've seen. Look who they run with. Look what they're a part of, but continue to try to separate themselves from. They try to seem so upper, but they fucking with the lower. Something in my brain don't make sense. Why the fuck do you care about those people? What are you hiding? And me being the psychic intuitive that I am, somebody caught on to me real early in my game and knew I was naive and new to this. But then here I go with my determination. Oh shit, she ain't gonna stop. And neither did the attacks. Neither did the rituals. Neither did the death threats. Neither did the fear-mongering. Neither did the last thing, we'll just slap a label on her and call her crazy and throw her in the fucking loony bin. That's what we do with these ones. You gotta be stupid enough to open the door for the motherfucker that thinks they're gonna fucking play you. Motherfucker gotta know where you live to know who the fuck is coming in your house. You hear the dog barking? Okay. Now, if all of these things have been switched up and moved around, and you know yourself, you ain't told nobody where the fuck you stay at, how in the motherfuck are people sitting outside your house? This ain't just a person that's obsessed with us that has no ties to anything. And so when you look at the little, you have to go out and expand and see how big it gets. This is crazy to me. But the way God talks, he blows my mind and lets me know every day there's nothing he can't do. But the biggest blessing in all this is when all this was going on, because it ain't now. I mean, it's going on, but I'm aware of what I'm seeing. So I'm protecting myself, you know? Thank you. But beside that, before, when I was walking around out here and motherfuckers calling me, talking about she's delusional and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I wasn't that. I was always aware that I was involved in a thing that I didn't quite understand and don't know how I got involved in it. I couldn't put what I was doing and what I was giving with these dirty, disgusting, nasty individuals and their lifestyles. I didn't understand why I was picking up this dirty, nasty, heavy-ass, ritualistic, sadistic, demonic energy in my readings. I don't operate that way. So the first celebrity that came to me was the Virgo, the counterpart of the Sagittarius that we keep seeing. We keep seeing everybody is getting the same energy after Sagittarius. Detestable, disgusting, ugh, yuck. This motherfucker is annoying. He won't go anywhere. He's always around. It's the same energy. That's how this came to me. That's why this motherfucker is so passionate and so upside down about getting to a divine feminine to give her a message. What is the message? Well, he can't get to the divine feminine, so motherfuckers is now being paid to come on in and get close to her. It's all meant to gain stalking happens for a reason. It's all meant to confuse the victim or the target into walking into a trap. But I'm not stupid. I'm going to think about it first. Maybe not before, but I learned from that too. So everything that I have gone through, I have learned from. And the battle of the strength and the heaviness and the battle itself shows me why I have had to come on here and talk so much and so in depth about the depth, darkness, light, reason, intention, mission, point of it all. The world needed to hear me put this shit together. The world needed to see me tap into and learn more about myself every day. The world had to learn to see a psychic investigator confirm who they are. And not on a little minor case, but on one of the biggest ones there ever will be. The revolution is televised. We all got these devices. We all see and hear what the fuck I have been saying. Eyes have not seen and ears have not heard how God is working. And This is unbelievable because he already said that. God already said what time it was. He already gave motherfuckers multiple warnings. I said, we don't know who we're warning. But it's on us to have faith in what we cannot see and trust in how we feel because it's real. So as fucking crazy as it is, it's still real. As unbelievable to understand as it is, doesn't mean I have to. It just is absolute truth. Now, how do I fit this little version of Kayla, who is just a fucking medium and a healer, into this grand scheme of a motherfucker who is worth more than I could ever count in his dirty dealings with that money? How am I supposed to make that make sense? Why the fuck do I need to see what I'm seeing just to sit on it and know it? No, clearly not. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that people don't realize. There's a lot of hidden players. Things are being unveiled. Tapes are being released that have been held back for so long. There is something here that is waging something here, and it's trying to make a point. And no, this is not what the darker does. This is what the upper does. This is what the light does when it's forced to come out. Because people want to force it to stay dark and covered up. I said for months, masks are falling. I said for months, the industry is about to shake. I said people are collapsing. People in high places. Yeah, I'm just channeling. That's it. I don't fucking know when or who God is talking about. I never could put this with that, and I would never think me. So I don't know. Y'all be thinking I'm always talking about myself. Clearly, we all have a major role. So if you're in shock like I'm in shock and you just don't know, you don't want to look or sound crazy, you better get out here and tell your story. Because I got other readers that are confirming me, and I'm posting it for y'all to see. And you got to match that up with what I said last night and what we did last night. And you're going to take that back, and you're going to sit there, and you're going to be fucking blown away and shocked and fucking sorry and all these other things for the way that you treated me and the things that you said. And that's okay. Because I'm doing the same thing over here for myself for not knowing. So this is a weird-ass time for me. And I think I said this last night. I don't think people, I don't know, this doesn't happen every day. I don't think people really find out who they are like this. Thank you. I really don't think, I guess you can find out who you are and you're like, yeah, I'm a lawyer. But but the type of lawyer you're supposed to be and for the reason that you are supposed to be that, and then actually being there at that point where everything is just perfectly how it is meant and destined to be, to a T. I don't think many people live like that. This has been a long and arduous process of a whole lot of unknowns and unseens, but a whole lot of feeling and God revealing and hoping that I'm reading him right. Because what do I have to put it up next to? The motherfuckers that was around me, that was literally the representation of the shit I was going through and didn't even know it at the time? That every one of these people that chose to be in opposition to me, in my mind at this time, was sent from the enemy. And I can understand that. Because see, when a person has been sent for or sent by, you must understand that to be nah, I'm not going to do that. You have to be consciously aware of how you're being used. And in this instance, when I couldn't even consciously understand how I was being used, there's no way in hell the people around me could. So everybody's just walking around here, just open vessels, and in my life, not in the world, around me. No one was put around me to awaken me on purpose. It was the opposite. So now it makes sense how everybody is a karmic from my past. See, it starts at the root of a thing and it goes up. You don't just get a tree that is big and been standing for generations overnight. Think about that tree and where it started from and how small it was. And every single branch on that tree now and how long it took to form out from the other one. We talking about the tree of life here. This shit gets deep. Who has power? Why? Where they get it from? What did they have to do? To have this much power, what have you done? To be able to be protected and covered so much where can't nobody come for you or they are afraid to lose their life. Can't nobody use their true gift to find out why and who these people are that are making everybody afraid to go after their dreams, goals, and visions and just think that only they can have the biggest and the grandest while putting out here all these songs that would say you can have it all, but You know, the frequency, the tone, the energy, the words that is hidden, the subliminals of all the magic and the fuckery and the sacrificial shit to get it that only certain people with certain ears hear. So we got people being indoctrinated and they don't even fucking hear it. They jamming the song every day, bouncing to the beat, going along with it, consenting. Yeah, that's my shit. Yeah. Just getting more demonic as the years go by. And they don't see that. And then when they do finally realize it, that their favorite rapper or artist or supposed whatever has done them a disservice, now they want to be mad. But the shit's been in your fucking face for years. It's your choice to wake up from the manipulation tactics of the fucking industry. That's what it is. It's a business. Just like everything is an industry, it makes money, it's run off of the money it makes. We give that industry a whole lot of our energy listening to it, our time, our reciprocation, our hard-earned money that we work for by supporting them. Every time I post a song, every video, I'm getting blocked and copywritten. So you telling me I'm stealing from the ones that's stealing from us? I get copywritten. I get a copyright fucking thing lately every time I go live. Every single time. No matter what the fuck is in the background, can't nobody hear anything that is gonna fucking confirm for me my rhyme and reason. Because these motherfuckers know how this creation process works, and they know vibration. They know frequency. They know words, throat chakra, that a voice can stimulate a mind. So anything that can connect these things and make it be real and make me be who I said I am, a threat to a principality of darkness that thinks everybody is blind. And I know that. But heavy is the head, huh? Don't feel bad for judging me. It's okay. It's okay. Don't feel any of those emotions. Don't feel like you got to come back now and try to make it right with me. And I didn't know that you had such a grand vision. God told me everybody's about to see the vision that I had. Everybody that I had told my vision to was about to see the dream that God put in me. Just randomly, everybody's going to wake up to Kayla's vision. And I guess what am I supposed to be like? Take a bow? I put you on the stage, told you I was going to prepare the table for you in the presence of your enemies. I told you though 100,000 million may come up against you, that I am with you and I am in your house and you are me, I am you, I am you, I am you, you are me, and we are the same, we are one, we are... I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to expect. Everything the fuck I've said, I have got a download on. It came from my spirit. As I said, the first person, see this stupid ass Virgo out here thinks she the hot shit topic. Bitch, there are more and bigger than you. Everything ain't about you. These trolls be thinking I call out a sign and they think I'm talking to them. I'm not talking about these little broads, these little YouTube witch bitches. I'm talking about something much bigger. I'm talking about the macro, the whole of us, all of us, not them. What are they doing? Coming for me, thinking I'm coming for them. What purpose are they serving? Or they work for the op, and their job is to truly do what they do. Which one is it? How do I look at it? Because you don't know me. You claim to be such a high priestess. You claim to be all these professions. You claim to have all this knowledge and wisdom that you spew about Akashic records and destinies and karma and dharma and justice and judgment. But you all wrong when it comes to me. And anybody who don't even know all those things or proclaim to profess that, they fuck with me because they feel me. So I don't understand. You can make some type of connection to something with anything I say. It is going to make sense. Even if it's a little bit, you can see how I arose at that decision, or that thought process, or that logic. I might not be perfect, but I try to use my brain the best way I can to make sense of this shit that don't make no logical sense. Because it's not a physical thing, it's a spiritual thing. These motherfuckers is attacking the spirit and the nature of a fucking world of people. And if you don't really think that's important, that's why you one of these motherfuckers that's doubting what I'm saying and how important this is. God is putting people up on altars. God is putting people up there damn near close enough to be worshipped as idols as him. And these people want to act like they that. That's the point. If you saying I am, I'm not going to say American Idol, but it's given that energy. If you are an idol for the people, one that the people should aspire to be like, then should that not really be real? Or is it wrong for us, the ones who can really see the demon in people, to just act like we don't see what's in front of the world of people that it is corrupting. Which one are we supposed to do? We really have no choice. This is one of those situations, see something, say something, because the greater good is at stake. Motherfuckers is talking about all the shit that's going on in the world and all the darkness. We got people out here that got the power to cover it all with a couple mil. They got all the answers to all the questions that y'all don't know. And then the ones that do know it, we're the threats. And we gotta walk around in fear for our life. Like these motherfucking rappers out here, afraid to fucking speak up because they don't want somebody they love to get hurt. Because they're thinking of everything on the physical, not realizing you can already see they've been got. It's the spirit of a thing. If you can intercede, intercessor, in the spirit of the truth of the matter, it doesn't get to the physical, and nobody got to get hurt. This is how you avoid disaster. Everything has a spirit that presents to us with our physical eyes after its formation. People are putting down gems and people ain't picking it up. And then there's people like us. We hear stuff like that, and we're like, oh, okay, that's a seed planted. Yeah. How can I germinate and grow that? What are they trying to grow with that one? Formation. Get in formation. Fall in line. Listening to me is saying that you fall in line with what I stand for. Now, you gonna listen to that song the same? Ring the alarm. Bitch said it herself. See? People gotta start telling on themselves now when you look back. I've been doing this too long, but I'll be damned if I see another. Okay. And we're talking about these karmic bitches that's doing all the most to keep these men trapped. And then on top of the fact, she don't want me to speak on this because, like I said before, I got this sob-ass story. Like, motherfuckers be coming to me in the spirit thinking I don't know who they are. Or thinking they're confusing me or they're coming in veiled or something. Like, when you see, for me, as a high priestess, a hermit, to me, that's very, very occult. That's the different side of spirituality. That's the industry side of spirituality. Because I know what a gatekeeper is and I know its role. So why the fuck is a gatekeeper approaching a high priestess? I'm not a dark practitioner. Why the fuck am I being approached by people that go to practitioners to harm people? The sirens is not for nothing. So I gotta make this shit make sense. Here's another one. That was the number 1 on that fire truck. Shorty, you're the one. Cause I don't need no nigga, bitch. I'm what a nigga needs. Baby, I'm the one. And that's hard to believe too. All of this is beautiful. It's so beautiful how God works. Uh-oh. There goes the hater talking about spirituality. From a fake account. Anyways, they say it, I say it, they do it. You guys shocked by this shit by now? You guys shocked right now? Are you guys still shocked? Or is this God? Because I'm